The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he doesn't exist. And in today's world, he's still pulling it off. People think Satan is just a myth, a red costume, a punchline. But if he can make you laugh at him, he doesn't have to fight you. Look around. We live in a culture that rejects the idea of evil, not because there's no darkness, but because we've learned to call it light. We say, follow your truth, even if it leads us into destruction. We call good evil and evil good. We glorify pride. We normalize lies, and we celebrate rebellion as if it were freedom. And the one behind it all, he doesn't even have to show up. He just whispers. If Satan isn't real, explain this. Why does the world seem so upside down? Why is it easier to fall apart than to stay whole? Why is there so much confusion in identity? Why do so many people feel empty, angry, anxious, like nothing matters? Because Satan's tactic isn't just temptation, it's deception. If he can get you to believe a lie, he doesn't need to steal your life. He'll make you hand it over. Ephesians 6:12 says, "We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world." That war isn't a fairy tale. It's happening every day, in your mind, in your home, in your heart. And the enemy isn't wearing horns. He's more subtle than that. The Bible says he comes as an angel of light. He makes sin look beautiful until it destroys you. Jesus didn't treat Satan like a metaphor. In the wilderness, he didn't ignore the devil. He confronted him. He said, "Get behind me, Satan." He told his disciples, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." He warned that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And in Revelation 12, the Bible says he was cast down to earth, full of fury, because he knows his time is short. But don't forget this: Satan is not God's equal. He is created, not eternal, limited, defeated. At the cross, Jesus broke every curse. He crushed the head of the serpent. Colossians 2:15 says, "And having disarmed the powers and authorities, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by the cross." That wasn't just a rescue mission. It was a declaration of victory. The war isn't over, but the outcome is already decided. And he gave you authority to stand strong. But to resist the enemy, you first have to believe he's real. Because if you don't, he's already winning.